Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another review. You'll notice that things have changed a little bit, and we'll come to that in just a moment, but I'd just like to ask you a quick question. Double barreled shotgun, how about the double barreled M4?
That is the double barrel M4 test review at Doomsday.
Okay, so things have changed a little bit. You'll notice that the format of these reviews is a little bit different, and we've done this deliberately. We noticed that the original style of reviews we were doing was a little bit more about just shooting people. And we wanted to give you guys a little bit more information than that. It has been requested, people have asked us multiple times, well, could you look a little bit more into this, could you look a little bit more into that? So that is what we have decided to do. We've changed the format, we've changed the people involved. We're going to give you more information from more people. We've got people in the team that play all sorts of different roles. We have got marksmen, we have got riflemen, we have got people that run support weapons, we've got those mad people that manage to swagger through the middle of a firefight, not get hit and end up just leaning against a tree somewhere. And everybody's got their own opinion and everybody runs Summit in their own particular way. Now yes, we all run a lot of Tipmans. I've got my DMR, we've got people that do have support weapons. But we've decided that the more opinions, the better. And it's got to be the way forward, really. So, welcome to the first Batman and Rob in show. We're going to be testing guns, we're going to be looking at bits of kit, we're going to be going back into Battlezone occasionally and seeing what he's got in there. We're going to be able to bring you special offers, discount codes, we're going to be doing giveaways as well, and that's going to be across all of our different programs. So gameplay, keep an eye out for that. Instagram, keep an eye on that. There might be some little hashtags to have a look at on here as well. So the Batman and Rob in show, we will be putting little Easter eggs here or there. We're not going to make it easy for you. Well, some we might, some giveaways we might. And if you love flags, keep an eye out over the next few months. There may be something special coming for you. But let's have a look at the double-barreled M4. This is the classic Army Nemesis DT4 double-barrel M4 AEG. And it is a lot of fun. Now, I don't want you to panic. We will still be shooting people. We now have 2 people to shoot, Batman and Rob in, so we'll just call him Rob from now on because that was getting a little bit confusing, but you get the joke. As it was Batman's birthday when we was doing this review, he got to fire the gun at Rob, and then I snuck in a little bit of Dan Wesson 357 Magnum love as well, because why not? We also sent Gwen down the range as well, because it's good to have 2 people there. So let's have a little look at what it was like to get shot with this thing. And the Dan Wesson. So as you can see there, it is a bit of an intimidating weapon. Even at that range, it was a bit intimidating, and the boys were a little bit shaken up afterwards, which is a good thing. You know, it's not. It's never good to have a weapon that you know, installs unicorns and lollipops into people. You want something that's going to give them a little bit of a shock. Now, before we get into the bones of this and we look at some gameplay of it, I just want to run you through what you get in the box. So let's jump down onto the messy desk and open this thing up and see what's in there. Okay, so let's see what we've got in the box. So the classic Army Nemesis DT4 double-barreled M4 AEG. In the box, they keep it nice and simple. You get 2 high-cap mags. Always very useful to get the mags in the box. And these are high caps for a reason. You need the ammo. You need to be able to send a decent amount downfield. And this thing's so much fun, you don't want to take your finger off the trigger. You got some nice paperwork in there, a bit of information on how to change the stock, and I'm sure there's lots more information in there as well. Obviously your safety instructions, very important. And then you have the weapon itself. So, interesting things to note about this. it has 2 hop chambers, one either side, allowing you to hop each barrel independently, so you can set one up however you like. We set this up when we were testing to have them both hitting at the same point. Double mag wells in there, they have slight flare to them, makes it easier to get both of your magazines in there. Stock, up and down, you've got lots of positions on that, and then the battery just slips in the back there. This stock is actually really big, so you can fit lots of different types of batteries in there. It is 11.1 LiPo ready, so you're ready to go if you've already got your 11.1s. If not, if you are interested in this, I would suggest definitely picking up an 11.1. That is what we tested it on, and it was superb, absolutely superb, worked flawlessly. So it's probably about time now to have a look at how it shoots. Now, one of the main things I want you to remember is we are using more people for these reviews. Both Ben, or Batman, and Rob will be giving their opinions on these things, and there's another reason we've got 2 people involved. It means that there's going to be more opportunities. One of them will always be available as part of the review crew if we don't have both of them available. If both of them are available, even better. But there will generally be much more, it will be easier for us, should I say, to pull these reviews out and get you multiple opinions. So let's have a look at that gameplay. Yeah, that works.
You fucker, innit? That'll do. Oh, hit!
So as you see, other than a battery, you can pretty much buy one of these, and we're going to talk about price in a moment because this is quite interesting as well. You can buy one of these, put a battery in it, load up the 2 high caps, and you need high caps, you really do, because this thing, once you get that single trigger going, it's very, very difficult to take your finger off of it, and you do go through quite a lot of ammo, but it's great for keeping heads down. Once people see 2 barrels coming at them, I mean, some of the looks we were getting as I was even just leaving the safe zone of Doomsday Airsoft was interesting. People were looking at it like a support weapon rather than just an M4, which is always nice. So there are alternative uses for it. When we took it out, it was on the box. It looks like it's chronoing at around 330 FPS. When we chronoed it on 2s, it is between 315 and 320. We did run 2s, 2 5s, 2 8s and 3s through this thing, and it seemed that it liked all of them. There wasn't a bit of weight it didn't like. It didn't struggle at all. The hop unit didn't struggle. The heavier weights, it takes a little bit more time and it's a little bit more finicky to actually get the hop right, but it is well worth it. And a little bit, it confused me a little bit because one goes up, one goes down to actually apply hop. But once you get that sorted out, it's phenomenal. I would say the 2 8s were probably the most accurate out of all of the weights we tried. The 3s though were flawless. You couldn't fault them. But 2 8s are probably that lovely little middle ground. Now, if you to upgrade this thing, you could probably run heavier BBs through it without even worrying about it. It's not that much of an issue. You just need to be aware that it is a single gearbox with sort of 2 piston assembly kind of things that push out to the 2 barrels. So as you can see there, it works really well, and full auto, it is so much fun. Yes, it doesn't have the noise of a Tipman, and you know what we're like, we love our Tipmans, but it does actually sound really good. Now to me, maybe it's because there's 2 springs working, maybe there's, I don't know, the magic gremlins that are inside it, but it sounds better. It sounds better than an AEG normally would. Probably, I would imagine it's probably because there's sort of twice the sound coming out of it. But overall, it is a really, really good weapon. it's interesting. You know, you don't quite often see, we've had double-barreled pistols, double-barreled sawn-off shotguns, full-size shotguns, the whole 9 yards. But double-barreled M4s, they're not that common. So it is an interesting thing to look at. It's currently up on Battlezone's website. It has just gone down in price. So it was $379.99. It is now $349.99. And with that, you end up with a fantastic gun. It does have an ECS, so electronic control system, which gives you the opportunity to do 3 or 5 round bursts, which in reality, with 2 barrels, is 6 or 10 round burst. It has motor protection and low battery detection, so you've got that MOSFET, you've got that computerized magic inside of it. It's 11.1 LiPo ready, and you need it. I will admit, you need it. It functions perfectly on 11.1s. It is exactly what you need. M-LOK rail system. So if we look here, you can attach all your lovely toys to it. One thing I want to mention about this foregrip, I was a little bit hesitant to begin with, but after running it for a little bit, I found it to be really comfortable. It sits nicely in the hand. It's thicker than a normal M4 rail, and it makes it more comfortable. It really is a really nice, comfortable grip. You've got your iron sights, but you've also got full rail across the top, so you can put any of your accessories on there. It has the mag release just on one side there, but the actual selector switch is ambidextrous. It is on both sides. Now the thing I like the most, and this is it's just a little thing, but I do enjoy it, is when you pull that back, you actually have the bolt release, the mock bolt release. It's great fun, and yesterday, every time when we were setting up the hops for the different weight BBs, it was so fun just to then go. That was a lot of fun. So I'll just give you another little shot of those dual hop units. So you've got one this side and one this side. You've got some lovely markings inside the dust cover there. Back onto the list of features. As I mentioned, you've got the ambidextrous fire selector. Only one side for the mag release and one side for the bolt release, but it does kind of make it a little bit easier, to be honest. It's fully metal constructed, other than your standard normal plastic parts, stock and grip. Really is a nice. It is heavier. Now, don't get me wrong, this is heavier. It works out about 3,800 grams, which obviously, because it's 2-in-1, it is heavier than your standard M4, but you do get a lot for your money. It feels nice. It does actually feel nice in the hand. I actually thought I was going to get tired by the end of running this thing, but I wasn't. At the end of the game, and when I handed it off to somebody else, it was no different to carrying anything else. It really is interesting. It's a great bit of kit. But don't just listen to me. Let's have a see what the other guys thought of it. So I'll hand you over to Batman and Rob for the final time.
What do you think of that gun then, Rob?
It's good.
Yeah?
I don't know about the windy on the amount magazines though.
Yeah.
That's doing my head in that.
I suppose once you get used to mid-caps, it's...
Yeah. But no, it's good, it's good. I find it a bit hard though, it's just on .2s though. I think it needs an heavier weight.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think it's good. It's a good gun.
Right, so what do you think of that?
I want one.
Yeah?
That was fun.
So we've had it on 2s, 2 5s and 3s. How did it perform on 3s?
To be honest with you, the range started off really well.
Yep.
But obviously where it's bedding into the 3s, I needed to readjust it because
Yep.
obviously in the middle of the game I didn't bother with that.
Yeah.
But for where it's sit now, from obviously Rob using it on .2s to straight to .3s, I was getting a lovely 55 metres consistent.
Excellent.
So I can't complain at all. Obviously just a bit of fettling and we're in.
Cool.
Okay, so you got their opinions. It was positive. It was positive. Yes, the hop unit, specifically on this side, is a little bit finicky because we're used to rotating that wheel down. Well, on this side you're rotating it up. Obviously the hop arm is going to go in a different direction, so all the little cogs and wheelie gadgets are going to go in the opposite direction. Logically, if you think about it, that's pretty straightforward. But once we got that bit sorted out, it was brilliant. We used a multiple of weights, we tried it in different scenarios. Full auto is incredibly fun. It really is a lot of fun. And as I said, this is up on the Battlezone website now, www.battlezoneairsoft.com at $349.99, alongside a lot of other great products that are in there. If you want any more information, drop us a message, or probably even better is jump on Facebook, have a look at Battlezone Airsoft and drop them a message directly. Or you can give them a ring. So many different ways to get in touch. But yeah, this was an incredible amount of fun. Really was. I would really be tempted to take this out myself and give it another crack for an entire day, just to see you know, what's going on. But I'll leave you this. Let us know what you think of the new format. Let us know. Obviously, we're still going to be shooting people for these reviews, but we are going to try and give you more information. As much as we can, really. We're not going to start breaking things down. We're not techs. We'll leave that to the people that know what they're doing. Again, if you want more information on the guts of this gun, Gordon at Battlezone Airsoft is the best person to speak to. But we are going to try and give you as much information as possible. As you'll notice, we're looking a little bit different here now as well. We've got the Battlezone flag up in the studio. This is also going to change. Let us know what you think about the changes. Let us know if you like them, if you come up with any suggestions. We're always open for suggestions. And until next time, if you see us out on the field, come and say hello. We try and be as approachable as possible. Jump down Battlezone Airsoft, loads of stuff in there, really good service, really good information. And we'll see you on the next one.